All right. And how many people are left and are trying to win $1 million on the hook lines? So, here is something that I would like to say before we land down the plane to another location spot. And we will be recreating the original Olympics. That's when we will be heading over there to the birthplace for the Olympics, and we should be heading to be only at the Rome, Italy. And we would change that around. Is that it's not is it's not we are going to be over there. Plus, in fact, will only be sending some pizza party here to be only in Greece to have it as a party in the end. So that's pretty much what that's going to go on for everybody. And as in for that question, is that oh yes, we will definitely have a pizza party in Greece, not Rome, Italy. We'll pretty much be ordering the pizza from Italy to bring it all the way to here to Greece. Which, that by the way, we're just going to get some interns to probably get that as a phone call. So, Chef, we are heading to Greece, not Rome, Italy. And by the way, can you get some interns to make the call for some pizza places to have our order, like maybe 22 pizza boxes and full of pizza? All right, you sure we will be getting 22 pizzas as long it's to be on time. Yeah, I know. I know it will, Chef. I know it. I know it certainly will. Meanwhile, as the plane did land it down slowly to the ground and made it to pretty much Greece, that is right there. Welcome to Greece, everyone. This is the home of many Olympians in the world. World's best history about it. And this is only, by the way, well, if it comes to only a tiebreaker, then we resort it with nudity. If that comes down to that, and again, that would be like very odd to that. So yes, that's odd. As in for the matches, that is in order to make things fair, and each teammate gets a gold medal in the best of the three matches, and however, gets all the gold medals. And then it means that with the first and second place teams will end up in the first class again and will likely get to our next location and destination. And as in for a fact, however, fifth place and last place team will win a brutal elimination, and yes, the fifth place team gets to vote too, by the way, to vote out and to be sending two people out just for the one time, and then with one person being eliminated too. And remember, and however, if teams stay remaining the same, then yes, the only last place teams that will get to do voting by voting, which will still get the count and will be eliminated as well. We go along the way, so let's get to the first part of this challenge. So the first part of this challenge right here is right now. So as in for the first challenge of the pretty much right here is that is the pentagon is known of an ancient Greece martial art with no rules at all of whatsoever. It really is the last man standing wins the gold for their team. And who wants to join in sitting out for this one? Meanwhile, the first challenge being done. So the winner we have is Team Amazon. That is Sally and Sierra winning the first place victory in the first challenge. And then let's see who else won. Second place for silver goes to Alejandro and Josh. That gets a silver medal. Nice job. And then, of course, we got us in for third. We have is Team Me is really, really, really hot. That was Star and Noah, and Gothlistic Girl ended up in third place and gets a bronze medal. And then as for fourth place, we got is the Squad of the Professionals, and of course, no medals. And where is Heather? It looks like Glenn was explaining to me about what was going on with Tyler, that was having a big argument and a fight exactly, and pretty much. Well, I will tell Chef to get her out of there. It will get to watch for your team or lose. That will be all. Oh, get her out of there, Chris. That will do, Chef. Now go ahead and do that. And Chef went to go and find Heather in the plane while the interns did their part to call the pizza places. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. So, for the next team that was in fifth place, that was the Nancy Drew Catchers that came in for fifth place and gets no medals. Last place is Team Victory and gets no medals. Oof. Now then, it's time we start on with the next challenge. Speaking on with the next challenge is that I'm going to pretty much fix this right here and add this as a second challenge. Which, if things get confusing, then like I said, hopefully things just don't get confusing for anybody. So, for the first place team that got in the second challenge, we had right here was that once again, Team Me is really, really hot. That got first place with one gold medal. And of course, they got silver medal again. That was Alejandro and Josh. That ended up for second place. Third place is Courtney and DJ with a bronze medal. And then for fourth place, we got is the Nancy Drew Catchers that got no medals and end up in fourth place. Fifth place goes to Team Amazon with Sally and Sierra. That wins for fifth place and unfortunately gets no medals. Oof. Yep, no medals mean no medals. And finally, last place is Team, of course, that remains to be right now. Oh, wait a second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Just give me 1 minute. I'm just going to copy this for a second for the team that was scrolled on up for a second. Hold on. Just give me a second, everybody. Just give me on a second here. Oh, here we go. Found it. Sorry about that. I was just going to try to arrange to fix it, but what the hell. I'm just going to fix it anyway. Alright, here we go. Time to fix this. And let's just see. Hold on. I think it was down like below. There we go. Down below. Time to fix that. And poof. There we go. Last place team gets to be is Team the Squad of the Professionals and gets no medals. Yep, no medals indeed, man. No medals. And finally, let's just get on to the last challenge. The last challenge is right here. So the first person who wins this time is Team the Squad of the Professionals. It wins first class and the final gold medal that will end up for first class. Well done. Great job. And of course, in second place gets to be is Team the Nancy Drew Catchers. That is Gray. That is along with the four other people. That is Katie, Sally, and Trent, and Justin. Won for second place and gets a final silver medal that will end up for first class, as well with Team the Squad of the Professionals. And then now, for third place team goes to is Team Amazon. That is Pink. And that will also be known to be as Sally and Sierra. Wins for third place and gets a bronze medal and will end up in the Chris McClain movie theater set. Well done. And then for fourth place, we got is Team Victory. That is Courtney and DJ. End up in fourth place. Sally gets no medals in the end. And as in for that, we'll end up in the Chris McClain movie theater set again. Now, as in for No Fear Savages, that's red, is Alejandro and Josh. Wins for fifth place and gets no medals. And will end up in the back of the plane. with Team Me is really high. But this time, we're just going to see the elimination ceremony. And then, as in for the last people in Team Chris is really high. His Star and Noah and God Bless the Girl for last place is out and ends up in the back of the plane. And also, they get to come along with me. Let's go. It's time, it's voting time, and that means that Chris's team, Chris is really hot, of Team Chris is really hot, loses and gets to vote for somebody to be sent home for good this time. That only will be as of course is once again, let me just fix that for a minute. So here we go. That is Star. And of course, Noah, by the way, and God Bless the Girl, that I'm just about to fix, so no worries, just about to fix that. That will get to be sent out of here. That gets to go anyways. That's what will happen. And who will become three people of Team Chris is really hot. Or should I say, in this case, I don't know. I wasn't going to fix it, but honestly, it was just an error fix. But anyway, continue on back. Team Chris is really hot. And the only thing that gets to be is one guy and two girls on Team Chris is really hot. Let's find out and see. You're welcome. You're welcome. And then Heather went on back. And so, of course, let me just read along this back anyway. The last place team goes to is Team Chris is really hot. And are out, which means this will become a tie to see who goes home. And therefore, by the way, that one person or two people, by the way, gets to jump off the plane. But anyway, let's just get right back to that. And also, we'll get to return back home to the Aftermath show. So anyways, let's just get on with this. So, Alejandro and Josh, go ahead and get the red chairs, as you both will get to see and watch one of the or two of the three of the people to only be sending two people home. And be sure to vote for who vote for who and go right ahead and vote.